What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I got my HVRA t-shirt because we're going to be visiting the Ellerslie Classic Show. So that's gonna be quite fun, and the day seems to be bright and nice and sunny, and let's explore together what this show has got to offer. Shall we? And we are through. I can see already a pretty big opening here. The sheer amount of classic cars here is stunning. And there is anything really. European, JDMs, a bit of a mix, I would say. This Toyota Celica, it's beautiful, eh? Look at that. Proper 70s machine. I guess we can start here from the Italian cars. All these beauties from Torino, where I'm from. Makes me real proud on seeing them all here lined up at Ellerslie Classic Show. Beautiful Fiat 500s, which we don't call Bambinas, because Bambina means baby. We just call them 500s or 500 if you really want to go the full length of Italian language. All of them convertibles, beautiful. Look at that open top. A true revolution on wheels back in the 50s. I think the first one was released in 1954, same year as the television. This one has got a staggered paint job as well. Look at that, grey on pearl white. That's a beautiful car. And this is actually pretty rare, having the suicide doors with a full open top as well, full tilt. That's really cool. And we proceed on with Alfa Romeo 1600, officially registered at the Automotive Registry of Italy. And another Alfa Romeo Cabriolet or convertible. Really cool Pininfarina design with the two big gauges there. That's really cool. Look at all them. Most of these cars, actually, we have seen them at Classic Italia, the event, the meet in Parnell, including this RZ Zagato. Very, very cool car, very rare as well. As I was saying in my previous video log at Classic Italia, the only one I've seen like this was in Tokyo 12 years ago. Too bad I didn't film it, but there's always a next time. Alfa Romeo 4C, couple of Mercs and German cars here. But I gotta say, this AMG really takes the cake. Not really an expert on old school Mercedes, but damn, this one is cool. It's even got a monitor there, a LCD screen for the passenger. It's crazy. Look at that. Wow. And here we have the Lancia part of the show. These are some really stunning cars, again from Torino. It's my hometown. Unbelievably cool to see them all here. 20,000 kilometers away from home, same as me. Getting a bit nostalgic now with these Fulvias. These Integrale. Look at the interiors, man. Wow. HF Integrale, 16 valves. Still smells of cigarettes. Reminds me of my old uncle's car back in the early 2000s. And this, I believe, replica Integrale. Really cool car.
I'll be at the next
Pretty cool interiors too. I don't know if you can see them. More Fulvia law over here. This is a race car. Old school Recaro bucket seats with a headrest. That's the way to do it. Bucket seats with headrests. Some really cool names there. Sterling Moss. Oh, look at this thing. That's a beautiful engine, isn't it? Wow. Never seen anything like it, to be honest. And then the Lanciabetta Monte Carlo here. Open top. Look how cool is the actually bonnet hatch. The 4-cylinder inline, mid-mounted. You can see the diff down there too. This is a really different car from what we see today, huh? These days. I mean, and the eternal glory of Lancia, the undefeated, undisputed legend of Lancia, the 037. Something that I am literally not finding enough words to describe right now, because I'm to see this car here in New Zealand. This is incredible, man. Like, I never even seen one in Italy, let alone I would have expected to see one here. This is the same car, obviously, that we saw at the Classic Italia car meet a couple of months ago. The car that was actually the car that made an impression on Jeremy Clarkson's as well while he was driving it for Top Gear, describing it as a glorious car. Just look at the rear hatch. Wow. A proper race car in disguise. A race car with a license plate. Remember, they had to make 200 of them for the race homologation standards back in the 80s. Pretty cool ZF gearbox here. The Abarth knuckles there. Tiny. What a time indeed. This is mostly a Japanese and European show, so as you can see, we've got a Volvo section here in full force. These ones are really cool. I'm a really big fan of these cars. The S90, the 860, 850, the Flying Brick, the wagon that won so many races at the BTCC. Unfortunately, it's not here, but that's a cool car for you guys to Google. And honestly, these are notorious for being indestructible, virtually going through anything. This classic one is pretty cool. Volvo 800. And a few more here. These are what I consider the most beautiful ones that Volvo made. You can see the blatant European 60s and 70s design. Almost look like a British car with this color. Looks like a British racing green, to be honest. But these things are massively underrated. I wish to see more on the roads. To be fairly honest, we got 5 of them here. Look at that. This one is even a shooting brake, actual estate wagon thingy. All manuals, the way I like it. That's pretty cool. Look at this. Look at the space in there. Wow. Reclinable back seats, full canopy. Wow. And the other 2 are here. Now this, the mustard color one, is the one I see the most on the roads here in Auckland. But I gotta say, this purple one, actual purple blue maybe, is probably the most period correct with the wire wheels. Very nice. And I like how it reprises the fins theme, maybe from the Cadillacs of the time. Not sure. You know how it goes in automotive world. Everybody copy from everyone. Beautiful interiors. So yes, definitely a corner worth showing you guys. Beautiful, even with the Swedish flag flying up there. That's awesome. P1800 Club. Well done, boys. Another really cool feature here, the Jensen Owners Club Register of New Zealand. Jensen is mostly famous for this car right here, the Interceptor. It's been in many movies, especially Fast and Furious, and other really cool 70s ones. But yeah, these cars are priceless, especially, again, the Interceptor. Look at this beautiful magenta burgundy with the highly detailed engine bay. And it's got a Chrysler 440 in it. So it's officially a Moper engine. Look at the back seats, very nice, with the tunnel. What a cool car. This is the part I like the most of the design of the Interceptor. The rear canopy is coming down like this, like a fastback-ish looking car. This whole thing obviously pops open. You can see the division lines on the body. Beautiful, beautiful design, honestly. Wow, what a cool car. Lots of British vibes, to be honest. Especially the steering wheel and the wood grain staggered on the leather interiors. This one's a bit different, less detailed, and still cool nonetheless. Very cool to hear that it's a 440 Jensen Healy. With the passenger side cover to go full on when you are just you alone driving. We always go faster without passenger. Sorry ladies, that's how it goes. A few more cars here that I have no idea what they are. Bear with me guys as we discover them. As well, SS1 1600 Scimitar. Okay, so these are all Scimitars. It's funny, this is the 3-liter V6 that I've seen in Rovers before.
I'm not sure about it.
England! Reliant Sabre.
And then of course he backed off, he was leading, he backed off.
Look at that. S6 motor. V6 carburetor, triple Webers. Wow. That's a very cool engine bay. Look at the space left there. You could chuck in a V12. I'm pretty sure someone did already. 4-speed manual. It's another wagon sort of thing, if you can call it as such. Pretty cool interiors, vinyl, I would say. Seems leather. Man, this car is a real 70s, eh? So cool. Look at the space down there. Wow. And the sheep seat covers. Proper New Zealand. What European Classic Show is without the Land Rover Owners Club and the Minis. We've got a British corner here. Honestly guys, the race cars Minis that we have in New Zealand are pretty fast. I would want to document some at later stage on this channel. But for now we get these road versions, road going versions, and the actual Land Rover from 1967. Beautiful. The indestructible, unstoppable force that moved England through the world. Beautiful. And then the Discovery here, the more modern vehicles from Land Rover. And one of my favorites of all time, the first edition Range Rover, or thereabouts. First editions were the best. Looks like basically like a Jeep Cherokee, but much better than that. Boxy shaped, jacked up suspensions and off-road mud tires, winch, the full works. That's the way I like it. Those were the times, 1990s. And here we got something that resembles a lot the Caterham that I like so much, the Core Fraser. And I think it's basically the same principle. Two-seater, front engine, rear-wheel drive, and pretty much four-cylinder inline engines. They weigh like a matchbox, and they're gonna be real fun to drive. Imagine how far recessed is the sitting position compared to the engine. You're literally sitting on the rear axle, and so you're gonna feel how the car behaves so well. That's going to be the ultimate driving experience. I always wanted to try one of these with the super tiny 280mm steering wheel. So tiny. We've got a couple of them here without the hood cover. And you can see, like, literally, these are Toyota engines or Honda engines, depending. This is actually a Mazda MX-5 engine.
It is?
Yeah. BP6?
Yeah. BB06, yeah.
BB06, yeah. And this one instead, I think it's rocking a 4AGE Toyota with a couple of Webers. I could be wrong, but those seem exactly the same rocker covers of a 4AGE. But anyway, those are Frasers for you. And then here, something that I have never seen before. These are called Heron. Car from the 80s with a 2-liter engine. Abarth engine. Oh, that's interesting. They took engines from Italy. Abarth engines. Man, I have never seen anything like it. What about you guys? Leave a comment. Let's talk about it. Oh, it's rear engine Abarth. Almost like the Lancia 037, pretty much. Same type of layout. Very cool. There you go. Fiat with twin Webers. That's very nice. How come I never heard about this car make before? Really cool interiors. And knife edge shapes. Literally, these things are beautiful. Very proud of seeing the Auckland Mustang Owners Club here at Ellerslie Classic Car Show. I featured these boys many times on my other channel, Muscle Cars Universe. Go check them out. They have the most amazing amount of rare and variety of Mustangs I've ever seen in New Zealand. And you can see these beauties, all these notchbacks parked right here, including this beautiful Shelby recreation that I have featured before on my other channel. Really cool car. Really cool car.
Thank you very much.
A really like the driveway feel, the way these guys actually put the car today. This 69 fastback is mint. Beautiful. Look at that. What a classic. Same as for the 71, 73, 351 Cobra Jet. With a very iconic super fastback, as I call it, roof, because it's almost straight or horizontal. Followed by a Fox body, a car that we don't see very often in New Zealand. This was at the North Harbour dealership invasion last year. I remember this car very well because it's probably the only Fox body I've seen in the country so far. And then a Terminator, I mean, at least the shape is, the early 2000s Mustang. And I think what they did here was starting down there with the 64 Mustang, the notchbacks, and then the 69 fastback, the 71, the Fox body, Terminator, and then going to the 05 GT. And basically we have a chronological order of display all around here. That's quite interesting. All around here, guys. And finishing up with the really cool Gulf livery 2020 Mustang right here. This is an RTR, but this is really one of my favorites. It's so cool. Limited edition, beautiful 2020 Gulf. Very nice. And after the Mustang Club feature down there, here we have the Ford Thunderbird Owners Club of New Zealand. We get all the model years starting from the 57, the beautiful Thunderbird, and then going through the 60s, the 50s here too. They're not in chronological order, but they're still stunning nonetheless. To see all of them right here together, it's incredible, eh? What an opportunity here at Ellerslie, guys. Beautiful show. The American Muscle Car Club with these beautiful cars all displayed. Now I haven't really focused much attention on these because I have an entire different channel for muscle cars and American classics. But yeah, I have to give these guys credit. They pull out with the best cars in the show. The best show and shine is right here at Ellerslie Classic Car Club. And after the lunch hour feature here, we step into something way more early period than that. We have the Ford from the 40s. So this is a Willys truck. This is a coupe. This is a convertible. Really early Fords, including this F1 with a really powerful front end. This is the bigger one compared to the F100. Continuing on these early century Packards and Auburns. Really peculiar cars, as you can see from the engine as well. Inline 8-cylinder, something you don't see very often. Beautiful music played in the background. That's another Packard, and this is an Auburn. It's a very rare car actually. Very cool spotlights at the front, or rally lights like I call them. Amazing interiors, look at that. With a big suitcase for travels. And let's have a look at the engine. That looks like another 8-cylinder in line. What a beast. And another one here, deluxe. These are proper early century stuff. Wow. This is the actual hearse, to be honest. It's something quite extraordinary. Now that's a long car, eh? Imagine being inside. It's a really long car, and obviously not in service. Lucky for us. What an incredible car. Let me give you a bigger shot of it. This is the same one that I spotted at one of the previous coffee and cars meets around here in Green Lane, not too far from this Showgrounds today. That's a really big car with twin spare wheels as well. Look at that. One there and one here. Wow, what a beauty. Cobra Club, I would say. Look at these beauties. Wow, crazy. The paint, the fact that they don't have a roof, the fact that some of them are 427, like this one. 7 liter on a car that weighs like a matchbox. Real danger. All credit to Carroll Shelby and his craziness. Look at these beauties, wow. And here we have the American Classic Car Club, starting with this Dodge Dart wagon. Wow. There's Caprice. These are all wagons, by the way. This beautiful Pontiac Safari 400. A Rebel. Another one. These are actually all wagons. That's crazy. Look at this Impala. Actually a Bel Air. Stunning car. And that's just to say that we just stepped into Corvette territory here. This is a C4, C5, C6 and C7 with a new C8 right there. So they're actually rounded up by chronological order, starting actually from this C1 and C2. Beautiful cars. This is a convertible, same as this. A marvel of engineering for the time, and the beautiful design too. Look at the difference between this and the C8. Who would have thought in the 50s and 60s that a few years after they would have put the engine in the back? Imagine that. Beautiful. Wow, what a place. So special. And now we are ready for the main passage here to another really big expo area. You can see that being in the Ellerslie Racecourse, we have a pretty cool feature of that horse tradition that characterized New Zealand so much. Got some real old school rides here. Early 1900s, even before that maybe. I think I can speculate that some of these are probably 1800s. We've got the really cool Fiat. That's awesome. Look at that. Even for a guy like me from Torino, this is pretty rare. Wow. With the boat tail as well. Proper racing material. This is stuff that belongs in museums. Wow. Look at the details. There's some really unique stuff. Wow. That's incredible. Look at all the plumbing. Locomobile 1902. Yeah, I didn't go that far in saying that some of them are almost 1800s. Looks like proper carriages on wheels with a motor. 1906 Cadillac. What is this? Wow. Horseless Carriage Club of New Zealand. Now I discovered something new.
In some ways it's very agricultural and otherwise it's
1906.
Yes, very well.
And this is a Sears. Never heard of that before. You would excuse me if I say that. Look at the chain. That's incredible. Wow. And a 1903 Oldsmobile. This is so cool. This seems to be air driven. Wow. And obviously a Ford Model T with 2 steering wheels. Okay. Or is this supposed to be for driving lessons? I don't know. Looks like 2 steering wheels. That's pretty unique. (1912) Model T as well. The old predecessor of the tea buckets we like so much. Wow. Look at the font of those clocks and gauges. That's so cool. So retro. Even these ones too. What a place. This is actually a truck. Wow. What a cool feature. One of my favorites here actually. These early 1900s cars. This is also a pretty rare one. Is an Ansaldo. Who here knows what this car is? Because I know about Ansaldo. It's a place in Italy very close to Torino. Another boat tail. Wow. Ansaldo. Wow. What a rarity. And what about this Riley? It looks pretty much like being copied from an old Alfa Romeo 6C or 8C with that really cool fastback looking here in the back. That really looks like an Alfa Romeo from those times. Pretty cool. Riley, never heard of it either. The Riley registered bulletin. Wow. Man, what a day. I'm having lots of fun here at Ellerslie.
2.5 litres, is that the one? No, it's a 1.5. 1.5.
And we're now in real heritage Italian racing territory here with the Ferrari Display. 348, 355s, Mondial, 458 Italia. I can spot already some pretty cool cars just by looking around. V8, 355, beautiful car. Always wanted to own one. Never too late, Andy, never too late. Gated 6-speed manual. Nice. The 512BB. I remember seeing the race car version of this car at Goodwood 2023. Very impressive. 512BB. And it's nice to see that the racing seats pattern is being reprised in the most modern 812. And when I say modern, I mean like this SP3. What a car, wow. The target top, the SP3 is truly remarkable. Like, see all the design cues, the aerodynamics. These really big arches at the back. The factory is mounting 345s, 21-inch wheels. Wow. But I see something here that I have never seen before in the flesh. The new 12 cilindri which is the only way to pronounce it, guys. Yes, of course, as an Italian, I'm very biased. The 12-cylinder 12 cilindri, a clear tribute to the former Daytona. What a cool car, honestly. It's very nice. Wow, look at that. It's been debated and argued all over the internet about these black inserts all over the bodywork, including the front fascia here, the front styling, which has been also included in the new F80. And then here, an SP2 Monza, a two-seater roofless car.
There's a roadster.
Beautiful car, look at that, wow. Lots of carbon fiber inserts. That's awesome. I remember seeing all of these last year in Torino. There was a beautiful Ferrari cavalcade. We got an SF90 here. Very preposterous design that has now been reconsidered by many collectors. The SF90 is truly cool. And one of my favorites of all time, the 812 Competizione. Remember, it's not competizione, it's competizione. That's how it's pronounced, guys.
812.
Beautiful racing seats. Now this is something I could drive any day of the week. That's awesome. What a car.
Oh, it's a little one. It's got no window, so
It's got a rear louver here with opposite a camera, otherwise you won't see where you're backing into. But yeah, the aerodynamics on this car, the way it's been styled, is just monumentally awesome. Now, probably not the best for practicality because of all the stones you see in there accumulating from the wheel, but still cool. Oh, and the wheels are also carbon fiber. That's incredible. What a car. Wow. And this is a Ferrari Roma, the more civilized one out of the bunch. And then we have here a 488 GTB. Beautiful car, twin turbo V8. Really cool interiors. Wow, nice. This one's got me written all over it. 458. What a cool display here at Ferrari, especially the new 12 cilindri, right here in Auckland, New Zealand. There's another feature of Mini here, the Mini Car Club of Auckland. Some of them are really shiny, like this British Racing Green one. Some of them are completely restored, like this one, and this one. MSD ignition as well, very cool. Tiny little beauties. We've got the new schools here. And what about these Morris? This amazing lineup of Morris. Wow. And all this leading to the main concours area of the show. But first, let's have a look at the Lotus and Rolls Royces here. The full British feature, because come on guys, so far I've only shown you Italian and American cars, so let's get more European now with these beautiful cars. The Exige, one of my all-time favorite cars in terms of track and cruise, meaning you drive it to the track, you race it, and you go back home. Nothing better than the Exige. Lotus Elan, more Elan, and the really cool Esprit, the V8 Shark as I call it, because honestly it looks like one, especially the front end. Look at that. Now this is the second gen, I believe, because the first gen was much more boxy shaped, but yeah, look at this beautiful car, 5-speed manual. And A few more of them here. The Elise as well. All rear engine cars. We even got some TVRs. Wow. Yes. This is the Tuscan Speed 6. It's been used in a couple of movies in Hollywood. Very weird designs from Trevor, the ex-owner of TVR. This is a Cerbera 5-liter V8. This is an LS swap race car, I believe. Still a TVR too. Another Cerbera. This is a Griffith with another 5-liter V8, I think. Both of them.
Can you explain what this is all about? I mean, this looks like some sort of track racing, beautiful.
These were called the Widowmakers because they're so dangerous to drive. They lose traction very easily. And all gated manuals. This is a very interesting arrangement for the exhausts, merging all into one. 4 into 2 into 1. Wow. Pretty cool piping. And another Griffith here with the iconic baby blue paint job. I mean, who didn't play Gran Turismo here? I'm an 80s kid, so I know these cars very well from the video games I used to play them with. Unbelievable. And then we continue here with Triumphs, the Spitfires, the TR6, all the known cars from the era. Beautiful colors, typical 70s stuff. Inline 6 cylinders. Really, really cool cars. Some people will say not really reliable, but it doesn't matter. There is no price for passion, isn't it? Here we got the Rolls-Royce feature. Incredible pieces of automotive history. And Bentley as well. All together. Makes sense. Being in the British area of the show. Look at that front end, the massive tombstone and the gigantic eyes, spotlights. Just my hand for comparison. That's the most recent one. And another Bentley Continental GT here. While we move on to Ford Europe production with the Escorts and this Lotus powered Cortina. Really cool cars. And this one too, Lotus powered with twin Webers. Very cool. Lotus engine, 1750cc. This one's got a Cosworth. Reminds me of that the red Escort that I featured on the channel before. Go check it out, guys. That's a proper race car right there. Embossed wheel wells. The rear inlets for the gas tank. This is a really cool car. And another one here. Because this was born from the collaboration of Lotus and Ford. These are the only Cortinas you should be caring about. Nah, not really, but I like them so much. Quick little cars, especially the Broadspeed Escort here. Luxury feature with the new Bentley Continental GT and the Lamborghini Revuelto. This is the new V12 flagship from Lamborghini. Something that I really wanted to see for myself since it's very recent. The release has been like last year. Totally naked rear engine right there. Really cool. With the wing open as well. We've got a Sterrato Huracan. The car has been created for a very specific niche of market, which we still don't know what it is. I mean, who buys a $500,000 Lamborghini to go off-road? Definitely not me. But a pretty cool exercise, styling exercise from Lamborghini nonetheless. Especially with the roof bag here. Very interesting car, eh? And the spotlights. We are on Jaguar Business here with the V12 huge XJ coupes and cabrio convertibles, as you can see. And while we keep going this way, we inevitably land into Aston Martin territory here. The new Vantage is pretty cool. I like the design. The only thing I'm not really a big fan of is the fact that all these new cars are sporting Mercedes-AMG engines, so it's not quite authentic, but at least they're still doing the V12s in-house. So the advice from me is buy an Aston Martin, buy a V12, that's it. DB9, these are all like from the old Bond movies that I used to watch when I was a kid. The DBS, these are so cool, man. I remember this car, the DBS. This one's got the V12. It's such a cool car. Wow, look at that, proper James Bond stuff. Amazing. And here we have the Austin Healey section of the show, the Daimler Club. Look at these beauties, wow. That's incredible to see them all out there together, including Morgans. It doesn't get any more British than this. This one even got a V8. Oh, it must be fun to drive. Rover V8, 4 liter, 950 kilos. Don't even know how many pounds is this for the hour I'm watching, but it's pretty light, I can tell you that. Probably less than 2,000 pounds. And this mirror finish where you can see me reflecting on it. This is the Morgan 3-wheeler. Quite an attention seeker, I would say, with the V-twin powering there in the front. Wow, pretty cool. And how can we forget MGs? The theme of last year's Goodwood, MG anniversary, now reprised in a bit of a different character here in Auckland. All the MGs here. How many of these I've seen on the roads here in New Zealand? I mean, given the British heritage that New Zealand carries, it's only logical that we see more British cars than usual compared to other places in the world. Let's go to the MG V8. Then we got more Daimlers here. The prettiest, ugliest cars in the world. Or as I call them, fugly. Very cool quirky cars. And some Anglias here to finish the tour. Ford Popular. Wow. Pretty cool passage here, leading towards this downstairs covered expo. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, well, I think it's all about Ford Escorts and Ford Europe. Yes, definitely. I can see this beautiful Escort RS with a very iconic picnic table, as I call it, as we used to call it. 5-speed manual, Recaro leather racing seats. That's a Sierra Cosworth with a turbo 4-cylinder inline. Quite a legendary car in the automotive and racing world. Another Escort. That's the RS Turbo with the sunroof, wide wheel arches, beautiful compound mounted wheels and some of the best Reccaros I've ever seen in a while. Stunning pattern, I love it. Very cool. And also an RS 2000 with the single overhead camshaft. 74. And another one here, RS 1600. I really love that rocker cover. So cool, so iconic. More stuff here with the Cortinas and a Rally Art engine. Oh, right. A bit different. Cortinas, Lotus, like the ones we have seen out there. Yep, very much the same. These cars are beautiful. Wow. More Cortinas. It's everything Cortinas here in the center. But look at this. Let me show you something. There you go. Escort twin cam, but wait. You think that's an exhaust? No, that's actually the ram air intake. That looks exactly like an exhaust. What a cool way to do it. You see going through the carburetors, the two Webers. Beautiful spotlights. I mean, such an iconic design, right? In front. And the overall car in general, the Escort, is such a imprinted car in the racing world. Lightweight, nimble, fast. And then here some new schools, relatively new because that Focus RS is actually from the late 2000s. Got another really cool Rally Sport. There's some beautiful engine bay work right here. Look at that. Very nice. This is properly built for racing in rally. RS 2000. Bigger wheel arches. Ooh, we even got a Rysum system, I believe. And the fuel tank is right there. We got some surge pumps and main pumps. Very cool. What a great looking car. What about this one? What about spotlights? Ooh. 1600 GT. With the fishnets. Wow. Cool seats, eh? 5-speed manual. Oh, that's an interesting car. That's much later in the 80s. Escort from the 80s. This is still a 70 though. Just feels priceless to be here, guys. What a beautiful showcase down here. This has got dual overhead camshaft, Haltech injected, full plenum. No, that's nice. That's been fully prepped, eh? Wouldn't be surprised if this thing does 400 horsepower. Could be more, could be less. And the Escort here, with the same concept of the Sierra. 4-cylinder inline turbo.
So I'll do a swap. The suspension for the engine.
This is the same car that we've seen competing at the Legends of Speed event a couple of weeks ago, racing in the HVRA racing series, and we finish here with this other Escort on proper period correct 13-inch wheels, I think. Yes, 13. Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Nice. Continuing here from these JDM cars, it's really cool RX-72. We step down into the MX-5 area. You've gotta love an RF, come on. Retractable fastback, look at this thing. I'm going through all the models like the NC, NB, another NC, NB, ND, and the first and foremost, the NA series with the hardtop. A very summery sort of setup here, with all the beach towels and the umbrellas. I have to say, guys, the 2-liter Skyactiv is one of the best engines Mazda came out of in years. Beautiful car, especially this NA with work-equipped wheels, 15 inches, proper period correct. It's got new interiors, that's pretty cool. Wow. Last but not least, down here we have the Auckland Evolution Club. These beautiful Lancer Evolution cars, starting from the Evolution 6. These two are Evolution 10. And then we keep going through the day with this Evo 2 and this Evo 10, fully prepped, big turbo, forged, billet plenum, the works. And then one of the best Evos out there, the Evo 9, followed by another Evo 5 here. And what about the MR2 Club? They came out in forces here at the Ellerslie Classic Car Show. Look at that lineup. Pretty cool, huh? And then merging with the Fairlady Z paddock here. Lots of real beauties. 260, 240Z. One of the best looking Japanese cars of all time, to be honest. And look at this one, completely restored, with his nice and clean L24 engine sitting proud. And what about this Mitsubishi GTO Lancer? A truly special place. And then we get to the stables, with all these show cars glimmering under the sun. The variety is quite mesmerizing. This Jaguar, for example, rotary wide body RX-8, and 68 GTX Viper swapped from Ian Neary, very good friend of mine, and a Corolla here. And what about this DeSoto here at the Classic Car Cover booth? Stunning Fairlane, and then a 68 Hemi Roadrunner. How special! Not to mention this Ford Hot Rod with Offenhauser flatheads, and this RX-7 and an R32 GTR. And after seeing them, it's now time to hear them. Let's go! See you, mate. That's incredible to see so many different cars all together, enjoying a simple day out there. What a crazy place. I'm so glad I came here, guys. I hope you're enjoying as much as I'm doing right now. Incredible. Look at this Mitsubishi Galant. Looks like a mini Mustang. An RS2. That's the one developed with Porsche. Wow. Crazy. GTA V6 Renault. Sensational. Seeing those two together is pretty cool, eh? SP2, SP3, wow. Look at this Interceptor, wow. China. Sierra, wow. Very rare to see it on the streets like this. Nice car. That's amazing. That's an Audi Auto Union. Wow. Oh, it's a big car. Look at this. Get out of here, Tesla. Crazy. So much variety. It's unreal. Even a Gordini, look at this. Bentley. Wow. See you guys. We got all the Miatas MX-5s coming through. That's pretty cool. But look at that Escort right there. Let it be known, Escorts are cool. Beautiful car, look at this. Martini. That's crazy, eh? A 1950s Land Rover and a brand new Rolls. Wow. And a bus. Look at this Mini. Wow. And a hot rod. How about that? Bentley, actually Rolls Royce. Beautiful car, wow. I gotta admit it, guys. This have been the most amazing 20 minutes of my life in a long while. Look at all these early centuries coming through. Wow. Beautiful cars. Wow, what a corner. What a view, eh? Doesn't happen very often, guys. What a privilege. I was just about to say, where is all the Fiat 500s gone? What is this? Wow. Ferrari Dino. Oh, I know this guy. NASCAR. Beautiful combi, Volkswagen van, awesome. Hey man.